First of all, let's do it right. We're doing mimosas now. All right, you're in charge.
Sounds good. Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna be going over the other half of designing your wedding venue, which is selecting your personalized wedding decor. So now that we've got a framework for what our space will look like, we can start designing how we want those final details to look for each space. So this is where we're gonna implement style, color, lighting, scents, and everything else that goes into personalizing your space. And since there's a lot that goes into this topic, I'm gonna be breaking down this video into a couple of parts, beginning with the ceremony. So without further ado, let's get started. As always, talking to your venue first is the best place to start. So I would connect with either your day of coordinator or your wedding planner if you have one to see what decor they might already have available for you to use. Because in a lot of cases, previous couples have purchased or even built their own decor for their weddings. And more often than not, they end up leaving those pieces behind because they don't need them afterwards. So this can end up saving you a lot of money in the long run and stress when it comes to furnishing your own space. A lot of the time, I end up seeing things as little as centerpieces, candles, or linens that are left behind and can end up being used in almost every wedding setting. In extreme cases, I've seen couples leave behind whole custom-built arbors because what else are they gonna do with it? So just more for you. Talking to your venue is also a great way to gather inspiration for what you might think you want to do, or if you happen to be drawing a blank on your own design. Odds are they've seen hundreds of weddings come together in this space and will be really quick to tell you which ones stood out from the rest and why. So just tell them the rough vision that you have in mind and see what they would recommend. In most cases, the largest portion of the budget you set aside will end up going towards your floral design. Flowers and greenery are a really big part of any wedding and should not be written off very easily, although I know that's something that a lot of couples do. But one of the best ways that you can elevate your space is by layering it with a variety of flowers and other earthy designs. So not only will you be needing a floral arrangement for your bouquets and your boutonnieres, but you'll also likely end up using the same elements as your centerpieces on your tables, your chairs, and that arbor that you get married underneath. We believe this is such an important part of your overall decor that we'll actually be dedicating a whole video just to your floral design. We'll be bringing in a wedding pro and going over exactly what you can do to customize things to fit your vision while also saving time and saving some money, which is the name of the game. So until then, let's talk about what our ceremony space might look like. If we're looking back at the outline we made in our last video, we know that the ceremony space is made up of essentially two major pieces, the arbor and the chairs. So let's start with those. One of the best ways that you can elevate the look of your arbor is with a custom floral arrangement. Some couples cover the arbor in greenery, but this can get a little bit expensive. So my personal favorite is probably the more simplistic design that focuses on asymmetry by putting most of the arrangement on one corner and then just a splash of an accent on the other side. When it comes to seating, I personally think that less is more. So try to find some kind of accent that you can use on the seats lining just the aisleway. This will not only help make the aisle pop, but it'll also leave the chairs looking uniform in simplicity, and this is where your florist may come in handy. When it comes to decorating the aisleway, a lot of people imagine rolling out the carpet, but this rarely works as well as you would think. It ends up taking a while to fully roll out and almost always gets blown around by the wind before the bride can even walk down, leaving the aisle looking less than desirable. As an equally beautiful alternative, I'd recommend laying petals on either side of the rose to create the illusion of an earthly carpet. Otherwise, you could just let those aisle side seat accents do the work. If you really want to decorate the remaining seats with anything, I'd recommend arranging to have programs or welcome cards available on the seats. This will keep things simple, but still add a splash of color and consistency into the crowd. A lot of weddings will typically have some kind of signage welcoming guests to their ceremony, or perhaps reminding those who are attending that the couple would prefer for everyone to just experience the wedding as unplugged or without their phones. This helps guests live in the moment, but more importantly, prevents moments like this from happening. These are all major elements to consider, but you should also be mindful of a few others that relate to the ceremony. Making sure that your flower girl and ring bearer have their accessories is also super important, and this may take a different form than you'd expect. So maybe your flower girl is actually a grown man with a fanny pack full of flower petals that he's throwing, and maybe your ring bearer needs a sweet ride for his entrance. Whatever it is, be sure to add it to the list. And that's it for the ceremony. In the next video, we'll start breaking down the cocktail hour decor, and I will see you there.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget that you can subscribe to our channel right here, and we will see you in the next video.